In the last classes, we have discussed about Linux operating system and we have learned some commands. And in future, when we go with projects, we are going to use this Linux operating system for deployment purpose. So in order to interact with the Docker, Jenkins, to go with log monitoring, we are going to make use of Linux. Now, today, let us move to the next part, cloud computing. Before we go to this cloud computing, let us understand a term called as infrastructure. Infrastructure. The meaning of infrastructure is the resources which are required to do a business. So in order to do a business, the resources what you require, that is called as infrastructure. For example, if you want to start a training institute, so what we require? We require chairs, we require boards, we require tables, we require markers, we require desktops, we require projectors if projectors. Okay, we require computers. We require what? Computers. We require networking, and we require internet, like this. Right? In order to, you can just keep on moving, like what are the requirements. So these all things are required in order to start what? A training institute. So this only we call it as what? Infrastructure. What is infrastructure? The resources which are required to do a business. Now, similarly, we are having this IT infrastructure. IT infrastructure. So what is this IT infrastructure? The resources which are required to run a IT company are called as IT infrastructure. So what do you require? In order to go with the IT infrastructure, what do you require? The resources which are required to run a IT company are called as what? IT infrastructure. Now, just I'm repeating once again. We are going to start with what? Today we are introducing about cloud computing. So we are going to understand a term called as infrastructure. Hello, Neha, are you able to hear me now? No. So today we are starting with cloud computing. So before we enter into this cloud computing, let us understand a term called as infrastructure. What is infrastructure? The resources which are required to do a business. Like for example, if you want to start a training institute, what we require chairs, boards, tables, markers, desktops, projector, like that, networking, internet, computers, all these things. Similarly, we are having this IT infrastructure. So what is IT infrastructure? The resources which are required to run a IT company. To run a IT company, they are called as IT infrastructure. Like what you require to start a IT company, we require the first thing, computers, or you can say machines. We have to take care of networking. We require power. We have to go with storage. Then we need to take care of security. We require servers and monitoring. So we should take care of monitoring the servers. So in order to start a IT company, what you require? We require computers, networking, power, storage, security, servers, monitoring of your servers, monitoring all these things. We should monitor our networking, we should monitor our power, we should monitor our storage. So we should take care of security. Means if any damage happens, I should able to take up the backup data. That is very, very difficult here when you go with this IT infrastructure. Now, here we are having a type of infrastructure like on-prem infrastructure. What is this on-premise? On-premise. The meaning of on-prem is what? On-prem means on-premise. On-premise infrastructure refers to IT systems. Refers to what? IT system, softwares, and data that are physically located and managed within an organization or company. So what is this on-prem infrastructure? What it is? It's an on-premise infrastructure. Like we require a office where we need to provide all these things, and we should be able to take care of the system softwares and even the data that are physically located and managed within the company. That is called as on-prem infrastructure, and it's having some drawbacks. The drawbacks are like drawbacks with on-premise. We have to take care of lot of investment. We should take care of what? Lot of investment required. So to purchase computers, to take care of networking, to take care of power, storage, security, servers, we require what? Lot of investment. Then next thing, scalability. Scalability means if the business is getting improved, I need to improve my scalability also. Means I need to improve my computers. I need to take care of networking. Again, we should add some more storage. Again, we should take care of security. Again, we need to add some more servers. And again, we need to add some more people to monitor our computers or networking or security, all these things. So scalability means either if business increases or even if business decreases, I should take care of this. This is one more drawback. One more drawback is availability. Availability. So is this available by 24/7? No, right? We cannot access from anywhere. We cannot access our infrastructure from anywhere. So in order to use it, again we have to go to the company. Again, we can able to access it. So availability is also very difficult part here. Then we may be facing some networking issues. We may be facing some networking issues. We may face security issues, security and even privacy. Security and privacy. Recovery issues. Recovery issues means due to some reason, if any failure happens, something like some damage may happen. So if the damage is happening, what are the data we have stored? Can able to back up the data? It's very, very difficult. So these are the major drawbacks related to on-premise infrastructure. So because of these drawbacks only, in order to overcome these drawbacks only, we go for what? cloud computing to overcome the drawbacks of on-prem infrastructure. We use cloud computing. Go for what? Cloud computing. Now let us understand what is this cloud computing. So today all theoretical words only. Cloud computing. So what is this cloud computing is? Cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources. So based on your requirement, based on the need of your company, they are going to deliver the resources and services like the following. Over the internet. When they are providing the services over the internet, I can able to use it anywhere and it is available for 24/7. And what they are going to provide? They can provide servers, they can provide storage, they can provide what? Storage, they can provide databases, they can provide even softwares also. They can even provide what? Softwares. So by using this cloud computing, what we can get? We can able to get these IT resources over the internet. What they are? Servers, storage, databases, and softwares. Then allowing the users to access from anywhere. So we can access these IT resources from anywhere and pay only. This is very important, and pay only for what we use. And pay only for what we are going to use. Whatever we use, how much time you are using the resources, for that only we are going to do the payment. So in future, if business is running fine, then we can add the resources. If business is not running fine, then we can even decrease the resources. So whatever we are using, based on the access of your IT resources, for that only we are going to do the payment. In the case of on-premise, so if any loss occurs, whatever the investment we have done, it is totally loss for us. So either I cannot decrease the resources or increase the resources. So a lot of investment will be wasted here, and you should take care of networking, privacy, everything we should take care here. Whereas in the case of cloud computing, all the things, all these drawbacks, whatever you are having, all these things are taken care by your cloud only. And whatever we use, for that only we are going to do the payment here. Right? So we can increase the resources or we can even decrease the resources. So what are the benefits we get here? Advantages of what happened today. Advantages of cloud. What are the benefits we are going to get because of this cloud computing? Pay as you use. Then availability. Availability is what? 24/7. So whatever the time it may be, we can able to use the resources. Then unlimited storage. Then scalability. Either if you want to increase the resources or decrease the resources, we can able to even scale it. The security, you need not worry about security. So security is also taken care by your cloud only. Security is also taken care by your cloud. Then backup and restore. So whatever the data we are storing in cloud, your cloud providers are going to take care of backup. If anything happens, they are going to restore our data also. So backup and restore is also taken care by your cloud only. Then monitoring. Monitoring your resources also taken care by your cloud. So because of these features, because of these benefits and advantages, nowadays many IT companies are moving toward cloud. Then who are going to take care of this, providing this cloud for us? Who is going to take care of this IT resources? Who are the cloud providers? Cloud providers. So who are the cloud providers? You can say cloud providers. Cloud providers is a company. It's a company that offers on-demand access to computing resources. So what is this cloud? It's also a company who are going to offer on-demand access to computing resources like servers, storage, databases, etc. over the internet. So they are going to provide the resources over the internet. Then who are the cloud providers? The most famous one is Amazon Web Services. This is the most famous, and many companies make use of this AWS. Then next one we are having Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, even we call GCP, Google Cloud Provider. GCP means Google Cloud Provider. So we are having Salesforce Cloud. We are having Alibaba Cloud. Then we are having IBM Cloud. Then we are having Oracle Cloud. Then we are having Tencent Cloud, like this. So there are so many providers who are going to provide our computing resources on demand over the internet. What resources they are going to provide? They can provide servers, storage, databases, like that. Right? And in our case, we are going to make use of this Amazon Web Services, because it is maximum, like for learning purpose, it's like free, and if the payment is not done, they are going to send the reminders. Even though you are not doing the payment, they are just going to deactivate our account. That's it. So they are not going to charge even single NP also until we confirm it. So whereas Microsoft Azure, GCP, all these are what? Paid basis only. So without asking us only, they are going to take the payment from our account. So that's the reason many companies or many people, they are going to make use of what? Amazon Web Services. Now, so these are the providers, and we are having some of the cloud service models also. Cloud service models. We are having three types of cloud serving models. They are IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. So these are the cloud service models. IaaS means infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. PaaS means platform as a service. Then SaaS means software as a service. Now, let us understand one by one in detail. Coming to IaaS initially, what this is going to do is provides on-demand access to essential computing resources like servers. What they are going to provide? Servers, storage, okay, and networking. So these are physical resources. These are what? Resources like servers, storage, networking. So all these things are provided by IaaS. Then next one, PaaS. means platform as a service. So what they are going to do is provides a complete environment. Provides what? A complete environment of hardware. They are going to provide what? Complete environment of hardware, software, and infrastructure. For developers. They are going to provide what? Complete environment. They are going to provide hardware devices, software related things. That is the softwares which are required to run our application. Okay. For developers to build, deploy, run, and manage applications. So we can build the application, we can even deploy the application, and we can even run and manage applications without the burden of maintaining underlying systems. And so what are the examples here? Like your operating systems, like it can provide your Windows, Linux, Mac, right? So already we have seen this one. So we have installed Linux OS now in AWS Cloud. By using EC2, we have configured Linux virtual machine in AWS Cloud. So this is one of the example of PaaS. So it can provide operating systems like Windows, Linux, Mac OS. It can even provide the softwares like Java software also. It can able to provide. Okay, it can provide the servers like Tomcat server, like this. Okay, the next one is SaaS. SaaS. What is this SaaS? Software as a service. Now, so here instead of here in the case of PaaS, they are only providing the resources, but we have to build the software, we have to deploy the software, we have to run and manage applications. We should take care of everything as a developer. Whereas in the case of software as a service, they are going to give the ready-made software, just we have to use the software. We are going to use the software. Like example, this GoToMeeting only. So we are using this GoToMeeting now. So what is the purpose of this GoToMeeting? To take our online classes. So we are having this Zoom. We are having what? Zoom. So this we are having this Google Meet. We are having what? Google Meet. So all these are what? Already the softwares are built for us. The softwares are built and they are deployed and they are running also. So directly we are purchasing the software and we are using. So this GoToMeeting, Zoom, these all things we have to purchase and use. So in my case also I have already purchased this GoToMeeting and I am able to use it. So if I did not purchase this GoToMeeting, in order to take the classes, I can use this only for 15 days. So they are giving trial for only 15 days. So once I complete this 15 days, again what I need to do? Again I need to create one more new email ID. Again I need to add up. So every 15 days I need to send one new link in order to join the classes. That's the problem. So trial versions are what? Trial versions they are going to give for some days only. And whatever the GoToMeeting link I'm giving to join the classes, every 15 days I need to change the link and give it to you. That is a hectic part to us and even to you also. And this GoToMeeting is providing unlimited storage also. So whatever the recordings I'm having, that is for unlimited. So whatever the link I'm using, for you I'm directly pasting in Google Drive. But some other people I'll send the recording through mail in the form of link. So that link will be available for all the days. It is permanent link in order to download the recordings. So those all benefits we are going to get only when you purchase. So they are giving software to us to access it. So this GoToMeeting, Zoom, Google Meet, all these things comes under as what? SaaS. So what is this? Software as a service provides host applications. Already the applications are running. Provides host applications and makes them available to customers. Right? They are going to provide host applications and makes them available to customers over the internet. Okay, so the examples are like Google Drive. So we are using the Google Drive to store our data. Then we can go with GoToMeeting. So Google Drive is what? 25 MB they are giving. 25 MB, 25 GB, I think. Yeah, they are giving 25 GB free of cost. But if I want to store more than that 25 GB, again I have to go for purchase. So Google Drive, GoToMeeting, Zoom, this one like Google Meet, UTC. These are all what? These are all software as a service. Okay, and this one Google Meet, email by Gmail. So Gmail can even provide the emails for us. Then we are having this one like CRM, which we call customer relationship management. So this is provided CRM systems like Salesforce, right? So these are the some of the examples related to software as a service. So what we have discussed, we are having cloud service models. So we are having three types of cloud service models. What they are? Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Okay, so infrastructure, they are just going to provide the resources only. They are going to provide only resources for like server storage and networking. Whereas platform as a service, they are going to provide the complete environment like hardware, software, infrastructure for developers to build the application, to deploy the application, run and manage the applications. Like this PAS is related to AWS. So in AWS, we have created Linux virtual machine. So that one comes under as what? PAS. But the development part, everything we should take care of here. Whereas in the case of software as a service, the applications are already built and they are running. Just we have to purchase that application and use it. So for storage purpose, we go for Google Drive. So directly the application is running and we are using that. So GoToMeeting to take these online sessions, Zoom also, Google Meet also. So we can even go with email by Gmail. So Gmail also provides emails for us. So customer relationship management systems like Salesforce. Okay, these all things comes under as software as a service. So any questions up to here? Right. So these are the introduction of cloud computing, and in our course we are going to see AWS Cloud. We are going to make use of what? AWS Cloud. What is this AWS is? AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. AWS stands for what? Amazon Web Services. So in Java, we are having a concept like web services. So the web services present in Java technology and this Amazon Web Services both are different. So these Amazon Web Services, they are only providing the services over the web, means over the internet they are providing services. Whereas in Java, not only Java, other technologies also, the concept of web services is mainly for distributed applications, application to application interaction. So don't compare the web services what we are having in the technologies like Java, .NET, Python. That is totally different. Amazon Web Services they are providing the resources over the net. That is Amazon Web Services. The AWS Cloud provides IT infrastructure over internet. Over internet. Then AWS Cloud provides 200 plus services. It's going to provide about 200 plus services. And one of the service already we have seen. What is that? EC2 service. We have already seen EC2 service. Then AWS Cloud works based on pay as you go model. So pay as you go model means what are the resources we are using, how much time you are using, based on that only the payment need to be done here. Pay as you go model. Then AWS Cloud having AWS Cloud is having global infrastructure called as data centers. We call them as data centers, or we can even simply say server. Okay, so you can even browse here. AWS data centers. So this is how the AWS data center looks. Right? This is how AWS data center looks here. Okay. So you can even search AWS data center locations. So we are having locations, the regions present in North America, South America, Europe, Asia Pacific, Africa, Middle East, like that. Okay. Right. Region means a location. Region means what? A location. So what are the regions available is, you can search here. If you open Google and search for AWS global infrastructure. So when you take this AWS global infrastructure, if you open this link, you can see AWS global infrastructure. Okay, so we are having, in the case of North America, so these are the regions: Canada West, Mexico, okay, Northern California, Virginia, like this. So related to this Asia Pacific, we are having Asia Pacific. You can see the diagrams here. So here you can see Mumbai, and we are having Hyderabad. So related to India, we are having in what? Mumbai and Hyderabad. So these only we call what? Regions. These locations only we call regions. Regions means what? Region means a location. So Hyderabad is one region and Mumbai is also one region. So the dots, whatever you are seeing now, the dots, whatever we are seeing, that we call it as what? Regions. So you can see the term. Geographical regions, the location wherever data centers are available. So in one region, we can go with what? We can go with zones. We can go with what? Zones. Here, when you click on this region, Hyderabad, so Hyderabad availability zones. How many zones are there? 3. And they are launched in which year? 2022. And if you click here, Mumbai, if you click here on this dot Mumbai, see in Mumbai also we are having availability zones 3, and they have launched in 2016 here. Right? So this is the way to search for what? Regions and data centers. So whenever we open AWS, first step what we need to do is we need to select the region. So when I was discussing Linux on the first day, when we have created this AWS account, when we have created this AWS account, here we have chosen the regions here, Asia Pacific Mumbai. So if you click on this drop down list, you can see here in United States, Virginia, okay, North California. So related to Asia Pacific Mumbai. So in my case, Hyderabad is not listing out. See, they have even said there are 16 regions that are not enabled for this account. They have not enabled for my account. Okay. So related to Asia Pacific, you can see here Mumbai. Singapore, Sydney, Tokyo. So Canada Central we are having, see, Europe also we are having, Ireland, London, like this. So different locations we are having the data centers. So here we have to choose the region first. The first step what we have to do, we have to choose the region. So I have used what here, Mumbai. We have chosen Mumbai here. Okay, right? In Mumbai, how many data centers we are having? 3 data centers are available. In Hyderabad also we are having 3 data centers. So whenever we say data center, we can call it as even what? Zones. Okay. So what is the terminology? Region. Region means if location. A location like example Mumbai, Hyderabad, like this. So related to India, we are having only 2 locations, Mumbai and Hyderabad. Okay. Zones. Zones means data centers. Zones means what? Data centers. In Mumbai, Mumbai contains 3 data centers. And even Hyderabad also contains 3 data centers. Okay, so you can find out here. So when you open this one now, global infrastructure, if you browse in Google, so if you go to this geographic regions, so whichever the region you want to see, okay, you can search for that region. So for example, if you go with this North America, so here you can see the centers here. Okay, and this dot comes under as what? Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, coming soon. The filled dot is what? Available, and simple circle is what? Coming soon. Okay, right? This is about our regions and data centers. So just to click on the dot, you'll be knowing that more details about that region. See here, Hyderabad availability zones 3. So in 3 locations, our data will be stored. If I choose the region as Hyderabad, if you choose the region as Mumbai, our data will be stored in 3 locations. 3 zones. Zone means a data center where our data will be stored. Got it up to here? So the first step, once we log into our account, we have to compulsory choose what? The location. So we have to choose the region over here. That is our first step. So, and we have to choose the nearest location. We have to choose our nearest location. For me, the nearest location is Hyderabad. And since it is not able for my account, I am choosing Mumbai over here. Right? Then what AWS is going to provide? AWS services. So AWS provides the services like EC2. EC2 means Elastic Compute Cloud. Elastic Compute Cloud. And what it is going to provide? Use it to set up virtual machines. Use it to set up what? Virtual machines in AWS Cloud. So we have already done this one. What is that? Linux virtual machine. Mac OS virtual machine, like this. So in EC2, we can set up what? Virtual machines. Already I have shown how to set up this Linux virtual machine in EC2. Already we have discussed this. Yeah. So we are having one more service like RDS. RDS means Relational Database Service. Relational Database Service. This one used to set up SQL databases like Oracle, like what? Oracle, MySQL, like this in AWS Cloud. So what is the need of this? So I can even download Oracle and install on my system. I can even store the data, right? I can even download MySQL and we can configure in our local machine. We can even store the data. But if something happens, if our system gets damaged, then what about the data what you have stored over here? To get the data, to restore the data, it is very, very difficult. That's the reason people are using what nowadays? RDS. So once we store our data in the form of databases in AWS Cloud, so we need not worry about backup of data and we need not worry about security, restoring of data. All the things are taken care by your AWS Cloud only. So that's the reason in reality, when you are storing the data in the form of databases, we are going to make use of what? RDS service. Then we're having one more like S3. S3 means simple storage service. S3 means what? First S, second S, third S. That's the reason the name has come S3. Elastic C2. C2 means 2 C's. Compute cloud. S3 means 3S here. In that way they have given the names. So what is this main use is? S3 is used for unlimited storage. No limit of storage. Unlimited storage in the form of files. So the data will be stored in the form of files. So like example, if you take this Amazon Prime movies. So when you take this Amazon Prime movies, so many movies are there. So for that, where they are stored? They are stored in this S3 only. All our Amazon Prime videos are stored where? In S3. Right? Then, next one. We are having one more like IAM. IAM means identity and access management. So up to now I'm logging as root user. So we can even create the users where we can provide only, we can authorize only for some services. So for example, as a root user, I'm going to create one more new user, and for that user, I'm going to provide only this access. So that user can access only EC2. Some user can access only RDS. Some user can access only RDS and S3. So providing permissions, that is called as IAM, identity and access management. What is the use? Use it to manage users, groups, and user policies and roles. So in our case, even we are going to see how to create this IAM user. Right? So these are the services what we are going to discuss in our course. Right? What we are going to discuss related to this AWS Cloud as a developer. Because if you are totally working as a cloud manager, then you should even learn some other services also. But as a Java developer, these services are enough for us. So what are the services we are going to learn? EC2 already we have seen. Then we are going to see RDS, S3 and IAM. So these things once we discuss, that completes our AWS for us. Okay, right. So anyone having any questions? Right. So we'll be continuing related to AWS Cloud and how to make use of these services in the next class. Okay. Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you very much and see you tomorrow. Thank you all.